Lynn was offered the vaccine. Let's find out what she did with it. Hello, Lynn.
Hi there. I would
Hey
let you
there.
know I'm 70 years old,
Right.
and when I was at my doctor's for my physical, I was offered the vaccine because they have to thaw it out, and they had a whole bunch of it that they needed to use up that day.
Right.
And I am one of those people like Dennis Prager that I'm not that worried about it. I'm a retired nurse, and I go back and forth about vaccines. But anyway, I
Yeah.
refused it. The next day, I I had a high fever and tested positive for COVID. So I'm glad I didn't take it. Um,
Wow. The day
but
after you turned it down, you got COVID or you tested
right,
positive. Wow.
right.
Wow.
And anyway, I'm not real or don't feel real urgent to get the vaccine myself. I
Right.
want other people that are more fearful that that are that are more that need it more to
Yeah,
get it.
we're more
So,
vulnerable. Well, how
right.
did you do with COVID? When did you test positive?
Okay. I normally I feel like I have COVID because that's the way I feel normally, and I was feeling extra bad that day, so I checked my temperature and it was 102, and so
Uh-oh.
the next day it was kind of tricky trying to get tested because my doctor recommended a certain chain of testers, and
Right. Right.
I had to go online, and it was so confusing. I was so frustrated. Finally, I just called the little doc in a box down the street from me,
Sure.
and the next day they I had an appointment the next day and got tested. So I took the slower test that takes a
Right.
couple of days, but it's a little more accurate. It's 95% accurate, and sure enough, I was positive.
You're,
So,
yeah,
but
can I ask you a weird, Lynn? This is something that I've been thinking about in case if I get coronavirus, what you do. This is really strange, and this is a stupid question. If you've got a fever and you suspect you have it, and you go, how do they let you go into the office to get tested? Aren't they worried about you possibly spreading it to other people when you go in to get the test?
good question. What happened? I was real impressed with this little dock in a box place because they had me call when I got to the
Right.
parking lot. It's parked right outside, and they had me move to let them know I was there. Then they had me move
Right.
down closer to their back door, and the nurse came out to my car and did the
How
test.
interesting.
Yeah, so
And
it
she
was
was
really
on. She
neat.
had the PPE on and the shield and everything,
Yep,
probably.
right,
And
right,
and then she gave you the swab while you were seated in the car.
exactly.
How
And
interesting.
she said she had to swab my each nostril for 15 seconds, and she didn't do it for that long. So I was real
Right.
surprised that the test was positive. But the symptoms I had were just like mild flu. I've had the flu worse before.
Right.
So
Right. That's what
I kept
everybody, all my
waiting.
friends, everybody around me, Lynn, who's gotten it, everybody, they all say they had worse flus before, but I mean, it's still no fun. You were sick, right?
Right. Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
took it easy and everything,
Good.
but I
Good.
kept waiting for things to get worse. And I'm like thinking of the adult respiratory distress syndrome. They
Oh, I
put you
know.
on a.
I,
I know it's really
Listen,
worrying.
if I get it, I'm going to want like Gregorian chants. I'm going to be lighting candles. There's going to be organ music. I'm going to be wearing an armband. Believe me, it'll be if I get it. First of all, if I get it, everybody's going to know it. I'll tell you immediately because I don't suffer in silence. You know me. But I'm so glad you're doing better, Lynn, and I appreciate the story. And yeah, I mean, there's people that have the attitude. If I, that's the phrase that keeps coming to mind. If I get it, I get it.